What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. I want to talk to you guys tonight about self-sabotage. And most people that self-sabotage don't even realize that they're actually doing it. Now, what is self-sabotage? That is when you create a goal or, we're just going to go with goal. When you create a goal, it's something that you really feel like you want to accomplish, right? And you set that goal, and then you set forth on that goal. Self-sabotage is when you do things purposely knowing that it's going to screw up you attaining your goal, and you do it anyways, okay? So self-sabotage would be considered if you kind of already knew what was going on, but there's another type of self-sabotage that you actually have no clue. It's like a subliminal, subconscious self-sabotage. Now, one great example of it is you'll have someone actually contact you for personal training, right? And I don't do free consults, and people will be like, Jerry, why don't you do free consults? You know, like free consults, when trainers start out, they do everything for free. Free consults, free first workout, free this, free that. And then they realize they're winding up wasting literally I'll be conservative, about 80% of their time by doing these free things. And the reason being is people, when they want to do those free consults, 9 out of 10 times, what they're trying to do is let you know all the reasons why they may not accomplish their goal before they've even hired you. They've failed so many times, but they want to tell you about this medical problem, this thing that happened in the past, what they weighed in college, why they've been depressed, like all these things. And it's like, look, here's the deal. Do you have a goal? Yes. Okay, here's the deal. We're going to go and accomplish that fucking goal. That's all there is to it. And we're going to fucking do everything we can to accomplish that goal. We're not going to think about bullshit. We're not going to think about anything right now. We're going to think about that fucking goal, and that's our job. That goal and accomplishing that goal. Now, back to the self-sabotage. What happens is you get somebody that contacts you, right? And they have failed time and time and time again, right? And they tell you, I have failed so many times, like I really feel like this is it. That's probably the feeling they get every time when they try to do this, right? And they contact you and they say, well, they'll hit you up like message or whatever and be like, Jerry, I just have some things I want to run by you first, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? I'll be happy to answer any questions you have about my style of training, my background, whatever. You know, if you found me in a way where it doesn't really explain much about me, because whatever you need to know, I'll explain to you now. And you get that, I have these dinners with my family every week. I'm like, okay. And and these dinners I really have to go to. Like, they're important to me. I have to do this. Like, I have no choice. I'm like, everyone has a choice, but okay, whatever. Like they're laying it on really thick beforehand, right? And they're like, will these meals be incorporated into my fucking program? And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck your program is going to be, because I don't even know anything about you. So you're like, here's what's happening. They're letting you know that these things, and probably in the past, what's happened is they get incorporated into the plan. And then they go absolutely fucking hog wild on that dinner. And they undo everything that people say, oh, you can't, just one meal is not going to, bullshit. One meal, the way that I have seen people eat, that they have dinner that one night, here's the problem. That one meal starts about 4 hours earlier with just a drink or whatever, because the meal is coming up and it's basically meal time around that time. So now you get about 3 hours where they're actually technically having that meal, because that social time actually starts the meal. So now you got like 3 or 4 hours before that meal. You have a couple hours during the meal, and then there's always dessert afterwards, which is, technically not part of the meal, but it's like that part that comes afterwards for more celebration, more socialization. Now you got literally about 8 hours of stuffing yourself, including alcohol, that you barely lost a pound that week to begin with, okay? Now, literally by shoving all that food back in your body, you are literally slowing down your metabolism. I don't give a shit. So many people, listen, it doesn't speed up your metabolism when you're fucking 25% body fat. When you're like 8% body fat, 9% body fat, and you throw a junk meal in certain places at certain times when the training matches it, it can have a speeding effect to the metabolism. However, somebody at 25% body fat who barely has fucking done anything and hasn't even made the shift to fat burning at a very efficient rate yet cannot have these fucking meals. But what's happening is they're letting you know ahead of time that this is going to happen. And I said, well, here's the deal. I was just straight up front. I said, here's the deal. I said, you get a food list. That's what I do. It fits your macros. It's flexible dieting. You get a food list. Anything on the food list goes. Anything not on the food list doesn't. Alcohol is not on that food list. And when you go to do this meal, it has to be tracked. It is not a fucking free-for-all. And people get put off by that because other trainers will tell them it's okay. Other trainers are getting you to fucking fail. You're coming to me because you fucking failed. If you want a yes trainer, go get a fucking yes trainer. The problem is you cannot be consistent at any point during the fucking week. You haven't even started the program, and you're already concerned about when you can eat junk food. And you come to me and say you need to lose 15% body fat by the time your fucking wedding comes. How the fuck do you think that's going to happen? You're not naturally lean. You have to fucking work for it. You train like an asshole. You miss cardio 4 or 5 times a week, or now you're not even doing any cardio at all before you started the program, right? And you're already talking about these fucking cheat meals. And I'm sitting there going, you don't even realize that you're self-sabotaging yourself already. You're looking for a trainer that is, or a coach that is going to let you fail. You are literally putting the feelers out there to find a coach that will let you not accomplish your goal and fucking fail. And you don't even realize you're doing it. Rather than being like, here's the deal. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I haven't accomplished this goal. I have this big goal and I really want to do this. I'm going to hire a fucking professional and let them fucking handle it for me. Instead of that, you preempt it before you've even hired someone with shit that you're going to do anyways, even though it doesn't fit with what your fucking goals are. So what is it? You know, like my thing is, those dinners are very important to be with your family. The socialization, that family time. I get that. And I think that's a great thing. And I think you should do that. But what you eat during that does not dictate how social you're being. What you eat during that time doesn't dictate how good of a time you have, because if the food is what's actually giving you a good time and not your family, not your friends, not the atmosphere, now you have an eating problem, okay? Or I'd say a food problem, not an eating disorder, but a food problem. You have a problem where food is now being used as a drug, just like alcohol in that situation, to help you feel better. Now this is an issue. And you're not gonna like that either when I say that. You're gonna flip your shit, but here's the deal. Plenty of times I've gone out to restaurants, to get-togethers, to birthdays, to weddings, to christenings, and I didn't bring my meals with me, but I sat down and I did what I needed to fucking do. I looked at the menu and I said, hey, you guys got a fucking salad, you got some chicken, you have baked potatoes, loaded baked potatoes? Yeah, can you make a baked potato without the loaded? Yeah, we can do that. We can just throw plain baked potato, just put some salt and pepper on it. That's cool. You guys have a filet, you guys have chicken breast. Oh, wait, this is cool. You guys have a salmon dish, you guys have a flounder dish. You guys have grilled everything here and there. Like, I mean, you got fried, but you also have grilled. You make better choices. You don't sit down and go, I can have this grilled salmon or this fucking fried piece of codfish. And because it's my family's dinner, I have to have the fried codfish. You think your fucking family gives a fuck whether they're eating salmon or the fried codfish? That they don't give a fuck at all. Matter of fact, if you go to these family get-togethers and you start eating healthier, you're going to get your balls busted probably in the beginning. Oh, Mr. Health Man. Oh, Mr. In Shape Man. A little bit of ball busting. But you know what? What are you, a fucking adult or a kid? Get the fuck over it and deal with a little bit of ball busting. And very quickly, you'll see that people start now admiring you. Family members. I mean, they're still going to bust your balls. But deep down, they're like, you know, that's my cousin fucking Joe. And he eats healthy all the time. And he's fucking healthy as shit. I wish I could be more like that. Nobody ever says, I would never want to eat that like that because that's the biggest, dumbest shit ever. Most people go, you know what? I'm going to get a little bit of love handles. I'm a little fat. I wish I could eat like that. I wish I could be in shape like that. I wish I could do that. Once they see you sticking to it and realize that you're serious about it and see that you feel better, you look better, you're acting better, you're a better father, you're a better cousin, you're a better brother, you're a better fucking wife, whatever, because you're out there having more energy, feeling better about yourself, not getting sick when everybody else is getting sick. And they go, oh, that's my fucking, like now in my family, I'm the cousin, I'm the nephew, I'm the, brother, I'm the whatever, who eats really well, who lifts weights, who's really into fitness, who's into all that shit, but I got my balls busted too, but I didn't fucking cave. The problem is, you motherfuckers that are self-sabotaging don't want it. You don't want this goal. You know you need it. You know, and the fact is that you need that goal. You need to drop 15% body fat, health-wise, aesthetics-wise. You need that all around because you've been feeling like shit, and you know it, but you are not willing to work for it. You want to fail and then point at some fucking trainer, point at whoever the fuck it is. So you have hired other trainers who gave you, go eat your fucking meal, and you failed over and over again. So then what happens, people go, hey, how's your diet going? You're like, I only fucking dropped like 2 pounds in the last 6 months. This fucking trainer doesn't know what he's doing. Well, because you're not letting him do his fucking job. You're taking it upon yourself to make changes, or let the trainer know that you're gonna make changes because you have to, right? Rather than just being like, you're the professional, tell me, when I go to get fucking something from my car, I don't know about fucking shit about it. I go to the Lexus dealer and I go, what the fuck's going on? What do I need to do? This. Okay, fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sit there and go, well, you could do it, but how if you do it fucking like Tuesday with this brand instead? What the fuck? You guys know what you're doing. I don't do it. Like, you have to put your trust in other people, but if you really don't want to get in shape, if you really don't want to accomplish your goals, if you really don't want to go out there and fucking kill it, then just don't do it. Don't even start fucking doing it. Don't even be one of those people that's out there that half-asses it and then fucking says exercise doesn't work, dieting doesn't work, keto doesn't work, taking a multivitamin doesn't work, hiring a coach doesn't work. Like, the bullshit that gets slung around is just fucking ridiculous, and everybody has everyone else to blame. Here's the deal. Don't blame your coach. Don't blame your spouse. Don't blame your cousins. Don't blame your fucking kids. If you're not in shape, that's on you, motherfucker. That is your problem. That is your fault. You did it. Those people did not hold you down, stick an IV of butter in your arm, pump you full of fucking butter for 5 years, and make you 30% body fat. You put that food in your mouth. And you realize, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. These people are the worst ones because they know deep down inside they're fucked. They know exactly what's going on. They're doing shit that's wrong, and they feel depressed about it, bad about it, anxious about it. And then they start to go, well, I don't want to have food problems and issues. You already have a food problem and issue. The fact that you know that you're fucking doing shit that's fucking you up, and you do it anyways and live in denial, that's the issue. The issue is not that you have to eat clean. The issue is not that you have to do exercise. The issue is not that you have to stop being an idiot that you've been for fucking 15 years because you got too fucking fat and now your health's fucked up. The issue is you have to stick to something for maybe the first time in your entire life because now you're at a point where you can't just fucking get by just fucking around. It has to be planned out. It has to be methodically executed. It has to be done a right way to get you to where you need to go. You have to change your frame of mind. You have to evolve as a person. You're evolving every day. If you don't evolve into a better person or a different person, it should be better, not worse. Every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, every 6 months, every week. If you're not evolving, you are fucking wasting your life. You are fucking shit up. So before you guys go out there and start trying to self-sabotage, not even realizing that you're fucking doing it, or you're out there coming up with excuses before you've even fucking hired someone or started, remember, the people out here like myself are here trying to fucking help you. We have put a lot of time and effort. This year's gonna be 28 years that I've been doing this, learning all the time. And the more that I learn, I pass it down to my clients to try to help them more. The more ways that I can make things easier for them, I try to hand it down to them to make them easier. But there's gonna be people that fucking cannot eat cake. There's gonna be people that have to eat clean. There's gonna be people that can eat Big Macs and fucking peanut butter all the fucking time. Which one you are depends on your genetics. It's not about the coach. It's not about what you want. It's not about what you fucking like. It's about what reality is. And bottom line is when you keep fucking around doing the shit you're doing, self-sabotaging, eventually you wind up to a point where that blood work comes back finally. And you're like, what the fuck? And the doctor's like, what the fuck are you doing? You have to make some drastic changes because you're not going to be here in 5 years unless you do. And then when you get to that point, now you're going to be on fucking medications. You're going to be trying to fight an uphill battle just to be fucking healthy. And those people you wanted to have the dinners with, you may leave them behind early because you've been fucking around. So it's about time you pull your head out of your ass. It's 2019. There's no fucking reason for people to be out there failing. There is no fucking reason. There's too much information. There's too many people out there to help. There's too many times that you get do-overs. Stop the fucking do-overs. Today is not a do-over. Today is today. And you're going to start today. You're going to crush that fucking shit. You're going to accomplish that goal for the first time that you've been failing on because you know why? Because you fucking can. BioStraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. BioStraining.com is a blog. It's a You Can Bicep, not Yucatan. You Can Bicep, and we are out.